several men walked into the jewelry store, took out their certificates, and asked the clerk to hand over all the finances in the showcase. At the same time, they also confiscated the security guard's weapons. With the cooperation of the shopkeeper throughout the process, they allowed them to take away the total value of about 400,000 gold and cash. However, behind this seemingly formal law enforcement action, there is an absurd truth. This group of people is neither police nor robbers, but just a group of young people who think they are carrying out secret and intelligence work. They didn't realize it at all. He has long been reduced to a tool for others to carry out robbery, and the time goes back 2 days. In the advertisement page of the Times of India, a special recruitment notice attracted the attention of many readers. The revelation declared that the Indian government was recruiting fresh graduates, engaged in intelligence and security work. But the entire revelation did not mark the name of the recruitment agency, did not leave a contact number, only stated the location and time of the interview. For young people who were in Mumbai at the time, being able to enter the national intelligence system to work was almost a rare opportunity for advancement. The next morning, a large number of job seekers clutched their resumes and poured into the lobby of the InterContinental Tai Chi Hotel. They were received by a man named Singh, who was about 40 years old. This man was wearing a tailored suit and had a coat with a national emblem on his coat. The job seekers present tacitly assumed that he was a senior official from New Delhi. Singh divided the people present into several groups and took them to the suite, rented on the 4th floor for an interview. The entire interview process was sloppy and abnormal. He neither asked about the job, seeker's educational background, nor looked at his resume. He only repeatedly confirmed whether the other party was willing to perform national defense and classified tasks, and whether he could do it unconditionally, obey the instructions. Most of the job seekers gave affirmative answers, and some even expressed their willingness to give everything for the task. As long as anyone tries to inquire about the specific work content of the post, Ginger will immediately terminate the appearance and inform the other party to wait for the notification. As long as someone clearly expresses absolute obedience to the arrangement, he will nod and signal to the other party to come to report the next day. When night falls, he finally selected 26 candidates. These people, without exception, are the most active and obedient. The person who asks the least questions, Singh informed everyone that they are about to join a secret special service team, and the training work will start immediately. The characteristics of blind obedience shared by these people are what Singh values the most. On the day of the incident, government affairs are approaching, and these new members will all arrive on time. Singh will distribute. He also requested that such badges belong to the category of national defense secrets and must be worn in a conspicuous position throughout the mission. Before government affairs, Singh issued his first action order, saying that this was a field exercise, and the goal was to raid a jewelry store. He said that the store was suspected of huge fraud and tax evasion. The owner had hidden undeclared assets and embezzled state property for many years. The young people present exchanged firm and determined eyes with each other. No one questioned the various doubts in the recruitment process, and no one asked why there was no official document. Before leaving, Singh once again emphasized the confidentiality of the operation, saying that no one else knew about the search except those present. Everyone nodded recognition. Some people are excited because they are about to perform a mission, and some people are trying to calm down their nervousness and prepare for their first mission. No one thought that they are plunging into the biggest scam in Indian history. The team gathered under a local landmark building, boarded the tourist bus parked on the side of the road. This group of young people wore uniforms and already took on the posture of law enforcers. Everyone in the team looked firm and could not see the slightest panic. The bus drove into the traffic on the street. There was no communication in the carriage. Only a few young people were there. They repeatedly checked the search documents in their hands, inked with tax evasion and declared assets. When the bus drove to the northern area of Mumbai, Singh motioned for the driver to be near the train station. Stop and Wait, led by Singh, walked to the target location of the operation by the most famous local jewelry store. Singh sorted out his coat and then issued an action order. 4 young people quickly put their hands on the entrance of the store. 7 people followed behind Singh and entered the store in turn. The customers and clerks in the store were stunned by the battle. The security personnel were just about to step forward to stop them. A young man directly showed his documents in front of the other party, indicating his identity and the purpose of the raid. The hesitation of the security personnel instantly turned into obedience, loosened his hand holding the gun, and stepped back again and again. Singh and his cold request were present. Everyone remained calm, indicating that his group were government workers and were performing a routine inspection. Customers were present and looked at these people who suddenly appeared. No one dared to come up with meaning. Eye-catching badges, complete search documents, coupled with Singh's unquestionable aura, made this disguised operation look exactly like the real law enforcement. Singh walked straight to the store, just walked out of the office. Zawahiri confirmed the identity of the other party, and then Singh claimed to be a police officer from the intelligence department. He held a search warrant and needed to inspect the store. He shook the stamped document in his hand and lowered his voice to reassure the other party. He said that as long as there is no problem with the accounts, there is no need to worry. The stuttering defense in the search is that his business is in full compliance. But Singh has already waved his hand to signal the team to disperse. And the search has officially begun. It was Singh's firm and calm attitude that completely shocked Zawahiri. Let him not dare to make any questionable inquiries throughout the process. In just a few seconds, the whole process ran smoothly. One young man cut off the monitoring power supply in the store, and one unplugged the phone line to block the store. Contact with the outside world. The other person took the store manager to open the safe. Behind the counter, the store manager trembled and opened the safe. They immediately took out all the cash and gold, bars inside, and reported to Singh that these were undeclared funds. Singh nodded expressionlessly and ordered it to be confiscated as evidence. Then a search was carried out in the store. The other half of the young people were in charge of guarding the periphery. The search notice at the door was very eye-catching. Passers-by pointed to it as an official law enforcement action. They walked away one after another after a glance. And Zawahiri looked at strangers helplessly, emptied his own savings, decades of valuables. The shopkeeper did not resist the whole process, and even when someone found a gun in the store, he took the initiative to take out the gun license. Ginger precisely controlled the action time. And within 45 minutes they registered the confiscated jewelry one by one, recorded the gold jewelry in the ledger, and put it in a seal with the number instead. A clerk even took the initiative to help cool off with the balance, the weight of the gold bars, and carefully recorded the value on the form provided by Singer. In the store back market, the two counted the checkout page, and the cash in the safe, put it in the briefcase. At 3 p.m., everyone completed the inventory work. The total amount of gold and cash. The entry reached $400,000, and Ginger buckled the lock of the last box. Only 2 team members were sent to move this batch of items to the bus and bring them back to the headquarters for testing. The 2 did not hesitate at all and immediately executed the instructions. Then he explained to the remaining personnel, asking them to stay in the store and wait for him to return. He also went to supervise another search. He expressed his gratitude to Zawahiri, saying that he would come back soon to complete the follow-up procedures. After saying this, he boarded the bus with the items. After the vehicle was started, it turned around the corner and disappeared without a trace. As time passed, the atmosphere in the jewelry store gradually became strange. At first, this group of young people was still immersed in action and the joy of success. They exchanged proud eyes with each other. But time passed by minute by second. The heart never returned. The excitement slowly faded, and silence enveloped the whole family in the shop. Brother Jin has been away for more than half an hour. According to the original plan, he should have turned back immediately. The uneasy emotions spread among the crowd, and a terrible thought appeared in everyone's heart. At this time, Zawahiri's anger broke the silence in the shop. He asked everyone where their person in charge had gone and whether they would come back. None of the people present could give an answer. Zawahiri dialed the police at 4:15 p.m. A few minutes later, Mumbai police vehicles arrived at the scene. The police saw a very ironic scene. The fake detectives who had put on an iron face and a selfless attitude an hour ago were all standing in place at this moment, raising their hands and surrendering, without the slightest intention of resistance. The ground was scattered with forged documents, wrinkled badges, and the discarded sealed bag. This robbery in broad daylight came to an end, but for the police, a more thorny problem has just emerged. Who is Singh? Where did he go with the dirt? After the case was closed, the police combed through all the clues, and the 26 people who were arrested were just a group of young graduates. The experiences they told were too bizarre. The police, in charge of handling the case, did not believe it at all. It was not until all the clues were pieced together that the police realized that they had met a fraud master who had done it weeks in advance and planned it comprehensively. The media rushed to report the case, calling it the Mumbai police officer a robbery. This story quickly became a widely circulated local anecdote. The fully damaged police immediately launched a large-scale manhunt. They first investigated Tai Chi Hotel, but by the time the police arrived, the room had already been cleaned, and the suspect did not leave any personal belongings. A hotel bellman provided the only clue. Shortly after the case was closed, Singh returned to the hotel, calmly asked the doorman to help call a taxi. The taxi driver said he took him to the suburbs. The suspect was there, put the box on the motor tricycle, and lost his trace. From this moment on, the clues of the case were completely interrupted. Singh and the dirt disappeared in Mumbai. There was no news from the streets of 20 million people. The authorities issued a wanted notice nationwide. But all the information the police had about Singh was not true. In private, the official had to admit that a liar had tricked the entire law enforcement system. Tuanjuan. This case became one of the most well-known unsolved cases in India and was later adapted into a Bollywood movie, 26 Special Robbers. As for the 26 hapless job seekers, the police determined after interrogation that they had no criminal intent at all. It was just the victim of the scam rather than the accomplice. And everyone was finally released. There was a lot of talk about Singh's identity. Some people speculated that he was a disgruntled former police officer who had long been aware of the police process, terminology and search format. Knowing it like the back of the hand, there are also people who believe that there are accomplices behind him to help step on forged documents. But these are just outside speculation. The only certainty is that he disappeared completely with $400,000. Not even a single fingerprint was left.